Hello, welcome to Spelling with Jules number 3. Thank you if you've joined in all of them, and welcome if you're new. If you haven't been before, but you can quickly catch up with the other ones if you want to, or just have a look at what we're doing now. So the first thing we always do is check in, and our check-in is just seeing if we're ready to learn and we're feeling okay. Yesterday I was a bit sluggish, and then I did my PE with Joe and I felt really great. Today I felt fine. I woke up and I feel fine, and it's a nice sunny day, and yeah, everything's okay. How are you feeling? Are you feeling anxious today? Are you feeling okay today? Try and catch up with people on social media maybe. If you haven't tried Zoom, you could try Zoom. And yeah. Okay, so should we start? Feeling okay. So the first thing we're going to do is remember our letters that we've already done. And they're up on the board here. And I want you with your pen and paper. Hello, Rocket Kid. Hello, Lucy. Good to see you. Hello, Ollie. I want you to think if you can write either the printed version, or if you can put the join in, that would be good. Remember, if you're doing the join, start on the line. So if you could write the letter C on the line. Hello, South Coast Canoes. Hello, Hayden. I wanted to give some more shout outs as well, because we had Florrie on yesterday. Hello, Florrie. Hello, Ollie. Hello, Lift. Hello, another Ollie with Emily. And hello, Harry. Hello, Lucy, Ronan, Cameron, Max, Felix, Iris. Good to see you all. Okay, so have you written the letter C? Good. And can you now write the letter A, or the A sound? Okay, remember, if you're doing it, start on the line. If you're doing your cursive, you're joined up, or if you're doing your print, you'd start at the top. Okay, are they lovely and neat? Good. Now let's do our 5 high frequency words. So our high frequency words were the ones that we use a lot, but they don't necessarily follow the phonics. Oh, hello, Anna. Hello, Lorenzo and Leandro. Hi from Suffolk. Good to see you. Okay, so one of the words we did yesterday was they. Can you write down they? Remember, it doesn't necessarily I can't speak this morning. Doesn't necessarily follow the phonic pattern. So they. Okay, give you a few seconds to do that. And then if you can write you, okay, not the letter U, as in the word you. So you and I are doing Spelling with Jules. You. Well done, Rocket Kid. And the next one is R. And again, not the letter R, but the word R. So we are going out for some exercise later. So that was you, they, are. Okay, next one, her. Her shoes are on the floor. Or actually, I'm in one of my daughter's bedrooms. I got thrown out of my teenager's bedroom, by the way, despite saying I would pay her. So I'm in my younger daughter's bedroom, and her bedroom is looking very tidy. Well done. Well done, Alex. Okay, and then another one is my. And again, this won't necessarily follow the phonics for I, or the letter sound for I. My. Okay, so I'm going to quickly run through those again, and then I'm going to show you them on the screen. So they are going to the shops. You are going to the shops. We are going to the shops. Her bedroom was very tidy. And my bedroom is not so tidy actually at the moment. But it will be later, I promise. Okay, right, are you ready? Off we go then. So firstly, let's quickly do our, if you've done your joined up letters, or you've added your join in, start on the line, remember, and you go round and back round for the k. And then one of the cousins, and we're going to learn a new cousin today, is a. So you start on the line and you go round, back down, and then join back up and then down. Okay, so that's our joined up. If you're just doing print, that's absolutely fine. And you would start here and go round. And then here, go round and then down. Okay, so that's with the join and that's print. And that was our ones we did in lessons 1 and 2, C and A, or K and A. Okay, right. Checking your spellings. They, T-H-E-Y, to her, yeah, for A. Got it right? Give yourself a good tick. A little tip. If you don't get all your letters right, but you get some of them right, it's called marking for success. So the letters you do get right, tick. And the other letters, hello, Jenny. The other letters, then you can then just leave and you know which ones you've got right. It's a much more positive way of marking your spellings, looking at the letters you've got right. And you always, as well, you'll be surprised how many you have got right, even if you haven't got them all. Okay, so there's they, T-H-E-Y. My, M-Y. And this Y is an I sound for this. Okay, it's like the secret vowel sound, the Y. Sometimes it becomes an I. So my, her, H-E-R, or her. Good, give it a tick, or tick the letters that you've got right, even if you just get the first letter right. If you're at that stage of spelling, think about at least your first letter. Now, this is a really hard one with regards if you're just doing phonics, because R is just that letter there in the middle, isn't it? For so R is A-R-E. Okay, one of the things you can do are make up rhymes. So I can't think of one now, but if you could think of one for A-R-E, so said, for instance, Sally and I dance, helps you to remember spell. So maybe we could think up one for R. I can't multitask though, so I'm not going to do it now. And U, another difficult one, because actually it just sounds like this letter here, U, but it's Y-O-U, ya, O, ya, O, ah. Okay, U. Okay. Give yourself a tick, give yourself a pat on the back. Well done if you got them all right, but also well done for having a go. It doesn't matter if you haven't got them all right. Okay, so that was our retrieval part of our lesson, our remembering from lessons 1 and 2. By Friday, I'll mix up all the words we've done and all the letters and give you a slightly longer little test. Okay, when I say test, don't worry about it though. This is not like a big high stakes test where you have to worry if you fail. Okay, this is just to practice getting it into your brain. Okay. Oh, somebody else says for said they do Sally Ann is dizzy. Very good. And can somebody come up with an R? A-R-E for me by the end of the lesson? That would be great. Okay, so we have done C and our cousin A. Okay, for joined up. We're going to do another one. It's exactly the same shape, except for it joins at the top instead of at the bottom for A. Which letter is that? Okay, I'm just going to do it in big writing here. So again, if we were adding the join, we go up and round. So at the moment, it looks like a C, and then it goes up, and instead of going down for an A, you join at the top. Okay, so it makes an O. That's a pretty bad one, so I'm going to do it again. But it's the shape I'm worried about more than anything else. If you can get the formation right, the shape, the direction. So you would start on the line, you go round, up, and then join at the top. Okay, start on the line, round, up, join at the top. If you're just doing prints, that's absolutely fine as well. And you can just go around like that. So you start at the top and go round. So that's your O, your O for handwriting. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of time, just have a go. So you start here for your print, or you start on the line here if you're doing O. And remember, you can go around these as well. That's the same as a C. That's why they're called cousins. So it's C and cousins. So you go round and then up and then join at the top. And if it was an A, you'd come down and join at the bottom there. Okay. Okay, handwriting over. Well done, everybody. I'm going to rub those over. Oh, somebody's got one for R. Ant, rat, egg. That's a hard one to remember. Ant, rat, egg. Or Lucy's got one. Ali ran everywhere. That's a pretty good one. Ali ran everywhere. Okay, so if you want to remember how to spell R, You can either do the ants, I can't even remember Ollie's now, ants, rat, egg, or Ali ran everywhere. Excellent. Okay, so we're now on to the letter O. Okay, so when you say O, you can exaggerate it. You go O. Or that's the long way of writing it. Okay, and if we were doing O, how we say that means a long O, a long vowel sound, so O. Or our short vowel sounds, and you do a little smiley face on the top to make it short, is an O. Okay, so O. Or O. And you can see how exaggerated all that is. Okay, O and O. Now we're going to think of some words to remember. Okay, this is the letter. So O and O. There is another one that we're going to look at, which is our split digraph. Okay, which is when you have a letter splitting it up. So the O, if you put an E on the end, so if you say not, and you put an E on the end, it becomes note. Okay, so we're going to look at that too. But let's first do some short vowels. Okay, can you think of any words for our short vowel, for our O? Okay, I'm going to start with octopus. Okay, or October. Okay, so we've got octopus. Okay, and just need to worry about that O sound. Okay, that's the only one. You don't have to worry about spelling octopus. If you don't want to, you can have a go. You can copy mine if you want to, but it's that O. You could even draw it if you like. So you could do an O and then try and, oh my goodness, you know how bad I am at drawing. Okay, but it's going to look awful, isn't it? Oh, you know what I mean. You can all draw better octopi than me. Octopi is the plural for octopus. Okay, Ollie. Okay, Ollie is an O. Hello, Ollie. Okay. Operate. If you're having operating a piece of machinery, or if you're a doctor, surgeon, and you're doing an operation, that's another one. Okay, O. Octopus, Ollie, operation. Think of any more? How about, what if you've got some eggs and you crack them into a bowl and you whisk them up and you put them in a frying pan and you made an omelette? Okay, an omelette. That would also be O. Okay, right, one more. We haven't got an Oscar watching, I don't think, but if we did have an Oscar watching, that would also be an O. Oscar. Okay, Oscar. Good. Right, so that's our short O. All right. Let's do our long one. This was quite hard, actually. It took me a while to think of some words that began with a long O. Like the first one could be if you drop something. And opera. Well done. Yeah, Lucy. Opera. Okay, so O. This is our nice long sound. O. And the first one would be as in you drop something, you go, oh no. Okay, so you go, oh. Or someone's told you something and you've just worked it out and you go, oh. Okay, so O. So that's one way of using the long sounds. Okay. There's another one here. Only. You know the song, Only the Lonely. You probably don't, you're all too young. There we go, only. Let's try another. It's a shape. Instead of being a circle, it's an oval. Okay. O, only, oval. You see how that's all the long O sounds. Okay, let's try one more. Okay, I expect my kids might call me this sometimes. Can you see here? Yeah. Ogre. Okay, who's an ogre? Okay, your adults at home, are they ogres making you do stuff, making you learn, making you do spelling? Ogre. All right, and another instrument. Okay, it's not a trumpet, it's not a clarinet, it's an oboe. There we go. So they've all got O instead of O at the beginning. Right, next thing is our split digraph. Okay, so you remember this, we did this with an A as well, so the A became an A when you stick the E on the end. This time the O becomes an O when you stick an E on the end. So shall we write not? Okay, so this is our split digraph. Okay, so let's write not. Okay, so at the moment that's an O sound, but if we put an E on the end, it becomes note. Okay, someone's put Shrek for the ogre, yeah. How many of those? And thank you for saying my singing's good, lovely. Okay, so how about another one? Okay, so this one is with the O at the beginning. Over. Okay, so it would sort of be of, and then you put an E on the end, it goes over. Right, you think of any more? Okay, this is a flower, one of my favourite flowers. Okay, so at the moment it would be Ros, not really a word. It is a name though. If you're Rosaline, or you can get shortened down to Ros. But if we put an E on the end, the O becomes an O. So we've then got rose. Okay, rose. Right, let's think of another one. Well, you all have these days, don't you? So at the moment that's a F sound, so you've got F, O, N. Okay, but if we stick an E on the end, own, phone, telephone. Okay, let's do one last one. What happens to that if we put an E on the end? Oh, hope. Okay, and one of my children's challenges for their school is because the rainbow has become a symbol of hope across the world during our crisis. And so the rainbow is a symbol of hope. They're the only colours I've got, I'm afraid, so it's not the perfect rainbow. Okay, right, it's time to write your silly sentences, or your sensible sentences, if you'd rather do sensible ones. Okay, so I want a sentence for each of the letter sounds. O, O, and the split digraph O. Okay, I'll show you mine. So I have, for the O, I've put, and remember you can say these as well. So if you're at the stage where you're only spelling smaller words, that's fine. You can either draw your sentence out, or you can say it to somebody, or say it to yourself. Okay, somebody, Hayden, well done, Hayden's got a vote, is a great one. Lucy, cone and gnome, brilliant. And Ollie, O, really good ones. O-W-E, O, brilliant. Soap. Now, soap's an interesting one because it is an O for soap for washing our hands. Yeah, but it's the O sound with an OA, and we will be doing that in a couple of weeks. But it's absolutely right. It's the O sound. So let's do my first one. Mine, if you can make a sentence for the O sound. I made, and actually that's, remember the aid from yesterday, and then I'm just going to do the O, and then I'm going to do my terrible drawing. Okay, it's got a mushroom in it, a bit of bacon maybe, some sweet corn and peas. I made an omelette for Ollie. Ollie, I made you an omelette. Okay, so I made an omelette for Ollie. Okay, can you think of a sentence? So that's for the short O. Okay, you can just say it if you want to. Don't worry about keeping up. If you're worried about getting behind, just say a sentence, a silly sentence with lots of O in it, lots of O's. Okay, let's try one for O now. All right, I met and now this is a very posh word you might not have heard. Odious. Okay, and odious means horrible. I met an odious. You know who it's going to be, don't you? It's going to be Shrek, but it's an odious ogre. Okay, and I could have just drawn that, but you know how bad I am at drawing. In fact, I'm going to, because it's come off the board, so I'm going to draw a horrible ogre. All right, I know it's awful. Okay, looks like a teddy bear. I met an odious ogre. And remember your capital letter at the beginning and your full stop at the end. So Elaine, Florrie has said, my home is in lockdown, but I hope my mummy won't be an ogre. Fantastic, Florrie, well done. And Lucy, I hate octopus in the sea. I wouldn't like an octopus in the sea either. Very good. Okay, so now I haven't finished actually. I put a full stop on my ogre, but I met an odious ogre playing. Okay, so I'm just going to, I could have drawn playing. Playing the, now, what instrument has got an O that we've done? I met an odious ogre playing the oboe. And Lucy, I saw an ogre in the woods. Very good. Okay, so the ogre's a good one for our long vowel sound O, isn't it? Okay, now the last one is our split digraph, which is also an O sound, but it goes from an O to an O because it's got an E on the end. So this is my one. And actually I should, to be honest, because I did tell you yesterday or the day before to make your eyes look like that, didn't I? So you could tell me off for that. Okay, I used, you can just say these instead of writing them, but we could write this one. I used a rope. So that would be ROP, and it turns to O. I used a rope to jump over. Remember, that's got that. So I used a rope to jump over the, does that fit on there? Just ocean. Okay, I used a rope to jump over the ocean. And another great one here, my dog chewed his bone. Excellent. Okay, so should we have a quick recap? And then we'll do our words that aren't so phonically easy to spell, but are common words that we use all the time. We call these high frequency words, and you might know them as red words. If you do read, write, ink, you might know them as tricky words or all sorts. So we'll do those in a minute. My dog chewed his bone. Very good. Right. Okay, let's rub those out. We'll have a quick recap. And we'll add our O onto our line of letters. So we've got our C and cousins, and we've also got to sign it. Remember, we're doing sign language as well. So O goes round like a C, up like an A, but it doesn't go down, it joins at the top. Okay, and if you're doing it a print, start at the top and just go round. Notice I'm doing half the line. I put a little blue dash here for like an invisible half line, because these letters are all what we call lowercase. They're not capitals. We could do some capitals, and we will a bit later. So it's half the line. So if you're at that stage where you're writing in lines, you can write those, try and get them half a line. And tomorrow, my students will know this, we're doing another one of these cousins, but it's got something called an ascender, which I will tell you about tomorrow. And then that will go to the top of the line. I have a guess to see which one you could do. Okay, so far today we've done O, our short vowel. Okay, that's my little symbol. It's like a smiley face to show it's an O instead of an O. Okay, and then we've done the long vowel, O. So we've got octopus, ogre, I think was our popular one. And then we've got our split digraph, where we put a letter in between to make it an O sound. So it starts with, say, not, not, and then it becomes note, note, for note, because we put an E on the end. Okay, very good. Good work today, everybody. Right, it is time for our red words, our tricky words, but our high frequency words. So these are words you really need to get to know. Because just to memorize your spelling for these. Okay, you can note letters, so let's have a look. These are all just 2-letter words that are really common that we use all the time. Okay, so the first one, do. So d-o, d-o, but actually this makes this d, we know, but it makes this one here makes an oo sound. Okay, we'll know later that usually an oo sound has 2. So that's why that's a tricky word. Okay, so do come to my spelling lesson tomorrow. I really enjoy having you. Okay, right, have you written that down? Okay, this one, of. Okay, so it's an O and an F. Okay, and Lucy's written, yep, vowel sounds are A, E, I, O, U. And we're doing some of those. So a C is a consonant letter, and an A and an O are vowel sounds. And we'll look at those. For sign language, it's really useful actually knowing your vowels. I'll show you those in a minute. So this is of, O-F. Okay, and the way it sounds, that kind of F sound, it's not a F or an F, it's a V. Okay, so that's why that's tricky, because you'd think it would be OV, but it's not, it's of. Okay, so the people of Britain are all doing spellings. Well, hopefully, I did have somebody in Canada the other day, so maybe the people of the world. There we go, but of. Okay, 2. Now, this isn't number 2. That's spelled a different way, which we'll do later. This is just I walk to the shops. Okay, and it's not the 2, which is as well. So the way we might use that one is, oh, me too. Okay, that's a 2 O's. So this one, I walk to the shops. I'm going to tell you something. That's 2. So it's T-O, T-O. Okay, and again, the tricky bit is this one, because that would usually be an oo sound. Okay, but it's not. So it is an oo sound, but it's just a letter O. So T-O, 2. Okay, I've purposely done all the 2-letter words today. No. Okay, this is the opposite of yes. No. No, you can't do that. Or no, I haven't. Okay, it's not the no from the word knowledge. Okay, that's a different spelling, K-A-K-N-O-W. But it's just the no. Okay, so very common word. Notice if you flip it, it would be on. Okay, so no, N-O, N-O. And it's that bit is difficult. Okay, it's only difficult, though, for a little bit. That's what this means. Because actually, if you know it is a letter O, it's quite easy, N-O. But if you're still doing O sounds, it sounds like no. Okay, so if you know your letter sounds O, that's all good. And the last one rhymes with no. So, S-O, so. Okay, and again, if you know this letter is an O sound, it looks like so, doesn't it? But it's an O. So we like to know that really quickly. Okay, so they're the ones you've got to remember, and I will test you on those tomorrow. Okay, right, so we are down now to looking at our signs. So if you remember, if you're right-handed, you use your right hand for a C, a K, and if you're left-handed, you use your left hand. So C, but then you use your other hand for the vowels, and you point with your right hand if you're right-handed, and you would flip it over if you were left-handed. Okay, so, and as Lucy was saying, the vowel sounds A, E, I, O, U. Okay, A, I, E, O, A. So when you're signing, we're going to do A, which is that one. And then we're going to do O, which is that one. So we've got, so far we've got C, A, O, and there are signs. So you always use these vowel sounds on your fingers. So C, A, O. Okay, right, I'm going to give you a quick little test. O, C, A. Good. Okay. Right, we are finished for today. I will see you tomorrow, where we will join in another one, and it's actually it's got a long top called an ascender, which we'll do tomorrow. And I'll also test you on your red words. So well done. Lovely to see you today. Go out and get some exercise if you haven't already. I hope you're feeling fine, and see you tomorrow. Bye.